YouTube craps is starting to kind of shift towards the dark side a little bit. Without any Star Wars puns, let's just get right into the strategy. So here we go. I'm calling this strategy the ultimate dark side strategy. Here I'm going to get right into it. $75 don't. Yes, it's a big bet. If that's too big, if that's too rich for your blood, then go ahead and regress this down. Divide this by 5 or whatever. Get it to a more comfortable level for you. Whatever you want to do. So you do a $75 don't. For the very first roll, you're going to get another $50 out. Now that's $50. You're going to tell the dealer to hop the insides. Hop the insides for 5 each. Now, if you don't like that, if you don't like the hard ways hopped, the 4s and the 3s, or the hard 6, hard 8, you could do that. So now, if you don't like them being hopped, if you'd rather get paid a little less, but you'd still get to keep this money, that's up to you. As long as it hits a 9 or a 5, you would still keep that. And if it hits the hard ways, or if it hits the easy ways, then you're still going to get paid. That's up to you. You can play that however you want. For right now, I'm just going to hop the hard ways, and you'll see why in just a second if we hit it. Now, that's pretty much the strategy, and I'll tell you why this is called the ultimate dark side. So, what are we going to... Okay, right there. That was quick. Hard 6. 6 came hard. Okay. Point is 6. First things first, let me go through a little bit. Let's backtrack a little bit. This is called the ultimate dark side because you are wanting an ice-cold table. That is where this strategy is going to thrive. If the shooter keeps hitting his points, that's a weakness. If he keeps hitting his points, you will slowly go back. Especially if you're hitting 4s and 10s, if the shooter hits 4s and 10s and hits them as their points, you're going to lose a lot of money. If he's hitting 5 through 9s, you're going to slowly lose money. However, if this is an ice-cold table, you are going to make bank. And I mean it. Because on these inside numbers, you're making a little bit of money on the original come-out roll. Then, when the 7 out comes, which is the most likely thing to happen at that point, you win another $75. So, it's called the ultimate dark side because it requires an ultimately cold table. Do those happen? You guys know those happen. Those probably happen way more than an extremely hot table happens. With that being said, this was the perfect scenario. So, we win on our hot bet because that's a hard 6. Now, the hard 6, that pays 30 to 1. 30 to 1. So, you do lose all this. Okay, so you lose $35. So there's 25. I'm sorry, you lose $45. Yeah, $45. We had 50 out there. I'm sorry about that. You lose 45, but you get paid 150. 150 for that $5 hop. Collect that up. And here, just to show you where we're at this point, again, I don't want this video to go on too long. Just to show you where we're at right now, we are already up 30 bucks, just like that. And we have a $75 bet that is in perfect position. Could not be better. So that's the pros of this strategy. If you hit any hard 6s or hard 8s on the come out roll, you can make some money real quick. Now, obviously, we're hoping for the big red. So let's see if we can do it. You know what, let's just to speed up time, I'm not going to set the dice or anything. Let's just roll this out. Dice on the floor. Just to roll this out, let's just roll them. See what happens. That was 3 craps. 1, 2, 3 craps. That's the name of the game. Let's go. Shooter. Shaker, the point maker. That's 8. 8 easy. 6, 2. Not looking for 8, shooter. We're looking for 7. Let's go. There's another 8. 5 and a 3. 5, 3. Easy. 8. Come on. So 4. Easy. 3, 1. Easy. 4. Come on, shooter. We're looking for the red number. Big red. Let's see here. 3, 3. That's hard. 6. Now, that was a short roll. We could count it. We could not count it. Let's just count it anyways. Now, depending on how many times you roll a short roll, they might eventually say, son, you got to hit the back wall for it to count. But let's just go ahead and let it count. So that didn't go as planned. However, we are still up at this point. So now we do it again. Again, hop all of the inside numbers. Now I know what you're saying. Well, what about a come out 7? Yeah, there's another weakness of this strategy. Come out 7s, yo 11s, they're going to destroy your bankroll. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But we're going to find out right now. Hard 4. 4 came hard. Alright, so that is what we want. Now, we did lose 50 bucks. But as long as we win this dark side don't bet, we will win $25. So that's a 5, 3, 2, no field. No field 5. There's a 6, 3, that's a 9. Center of the field 9. Come on, shooter. 4, 2, easy 6. Not looking for that. We want more inside. We want the most inside number you got. 6, 1, 7 out. Line away, don'ts to pay. There you go, shooter. $75. That's a $25 win. And now, just like that, we're up 55 bucks. Some people, that's what they go to the casino for. They bring like 500 bucks, they bring $600. That's all they're looking for is a quick 50 bucks, whatever, and they're gone. They just, they're going to the casino, they want to pay for their dinner that night or whatever. So boom, we just did that in the short little time that we've been here. Let's do one more roll just to show you guys again how it works. So, very simple strategy. This time, you know what, we're gonna be a little more conservative. We're not gonna hop the hard ways. That's a little more risky, but in the end, I think it works to our advantage. Well, son of a. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. So we should have hopped the hard ways. You can see if I would have listened to myself and my own strategy, that 10 bucks that we saved did just hurt us severely. Because even though we did save 10 bucks, we got out on a point, so we can win all this back. We can still win all that back, and this time we will win $35 instead of $25. So as long as we 7 out, we're still in okay shape. So all is not lost. However, we need that come out 7, or we need that 7 out. All right, there's a 6, easy. 4, 2, easy. 6, come on, shaker, the point maker. Hard 6, that's 2 trees. 2 trees in the forest. Come on, shooter, let's see that. Nope, there it is. 8, and that's the point. And just like that, now we're down a little bit of money. That was a quick one. Let's do one more. Hopefully we can show you all of the range of possibilities. And again, I totally understand if this is too risky for you guys. We're going to do one more time. We're going to try to save that money. We're going to try to save that money. 5, 4, 1. That's no field. That's what I want to see. Alright, so we did save the money on here, and we got a good point established. So we lost 35. We get paid $75. Okay, we get this back as well. That's another 25 in our pocket. And at this point, as long as we hit that big red, which the probability says we should hit it, that's 12. Craps all the dots we got. Come on, Shaker the point maker. Let's see that. Nope, that's a 10. 6, 4, easy 10, big 10. She's on the end. That's not what we're looking for, shooter. We want the 7. We want that 7 out. 3 craps. 1, 2, 3 craps. Name of our game. 4, 6, easy 10. We got a professional shooter here in the house. And there's another 10. That's Dos Equis. That 10 came hard. That's 2 craps, aces in both places. Got a long roll going here. Nothing's happening. However, you are getting some comps for all this money you have on the board. 6, 3, 9. That's center of the field. Aces. That's 2 craps, aces in both places. They look so nice, they'll pay you twice. 12 craps. That's all the dots we got. Guys, we got a huge roll going on here. A lot of craps numbers. All we care about are 2 numbers. That's all we care about. That one was an 8. That was a 6 and a 2. A 6 and a 2. 8. 4. That's 1, 3. That's 4. Easy. Okay. 5, 5. That's 10. Came hard. We call it Dos Equis here in the house. Alright. We got a professional shooter here in the house. Just like a professional shooter, he hits his point. $75 loss. Huge roll there. That's exactly what you don't want to happen. You want a cold shooter. You want ice cold. So, we were up 60 bucks. Let's go ahead and color up in this video. Looks like we're right at, we lost 95 bucks. It's a risky strategy. I call it the ultimate dark side because it can win you a ton of money on the dark side if you have an ice cold table. If you're going back and forth, if you got a hot shooter, then you got a cold shooter, then you got a shooter that's hitting a lot of points, then you got a cold shooter, you know, you can last a long time, but all you're looking for is a good streak of cold shooters. Better yet, you want a cold shooter that's hitting the 6 hard 6, but sorry about that. You want a cold shooter that's hitting the 6 and 8 hard on the come out roll and then doesn't hit his point. You get that shooter and you're going to make a ton of money off this strategy. If you get a shooter that's hitting a lot of come out 7s, if you get a shooter that's hitting a lot of yo's on the come out, if you get a shooter that's hitting a lot of points, depending on what the points are, you're going to kind of middle of the road it. You're going to grind out maybe a few bucks here and there. You might lose a few bucks here and there. If you're getting a shooter that's hitting 4s and 10s, yep, again, you're going to lose a lot of money. But that's what's called gambling, guys. And that's what you do when you go to the casino. You are gambling. So, with that being said, that's going to end this video. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a good dark side strategy? Would you try this as a dark side strategy? Even if you're not a dark side player, do you kind of see what I'm going for with this strategy? Really? You're trying to buy the 4 and 10 for 50 bucks so that you can win 25, which, if you don't know, you can do that already. You can lay the 4 or the 10 for 50 bucks. You could lay it for $50. However, they would pay you 25 with that come out with that 7. So you're going to have to pay them a few bucks for that commission. So you don't actually win the 25. In this strategy, it's no commission. You always win the $25. And if you lose, you do lose a little more than the original $50 lay. But again, I hope you guys, if you guys see what I'm doing, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If this is a little too rich for your blood, go ahead and just, divide everything by 5. Do like a $15 bet here. Do a $1 bet on all the hops. You won't win that much. You're really only going to win like $1 off the original roll if you get an inside number. You're still winning a little bit, and you don't have much at risk, so it's a low roller strategy at that point. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. But before you guys go, just remember, you're always welcome here back in the house anytime.